G'day, it's Jason from Bus 4x4. Welcome to the first part of a multi-part series of how-to videos, tips and tricks on how to use your Bus 4x4 vehicle in a variety of on-road and off-road conditions across multiple environments, terrains and conditions. This is going to be an exciting bunch of videos. Looking forward to it. Let's get into it. Driving on sand is some of the most fun you can have off-road, especially here in southeast Queensland with so many exciting beaches around. When driving on sand, there's a couple of things you've got to be aware of when you're trying to prep your vehicle before you drive onto the beach. Tyre pressures are one of the most important things. You're going to need to deflate your tyre pressures. The reasons for that is the more you deflate your tyres, the wider and larger your footprint of your tyre is. So it means you disperse the weight of your vehicle across a greater mass on the sand, so it means you have less risk of bogging down. Every vehicle is different on how you're going to deflate your tyres and to what pressures you're going to deflate. On these ones, we're looking to deflate around 20 to 24 PSI. But if you find yourself getting stuck more and more often, you can deflate a little bit more. But it's always good to remember, when you've got deflated tyres, you've got to drive a little bit slower because you've got risk of rolling the rubber off the rim. Having good quality gear is super important when off-roading, whether that's having a good set of recovery tracks, snatch straps, recovery straps, as well as obviously the trusty old tyre deflator. Nowadays, super simple. All you have to do, unscrew your cap, screw, try not to lose it on the ground, and screw her on. So now we're looking at around 25 PSI. I think it's going to be perfect for today's trip. Now that you've aired down your vehicle and you made sure everything's looking good and you're ready to hit the beach, it's time to jump inside your Bus 4x4 vehicle and let's get into four-wheel drive. All Bus 4x4 vehicles are full-time all-wheel drive with selectable high and low range. So what that means is when you're driving on the bitumen and on the road, you've got all-wheel drive for extra safety in wet and rainy conditions. But that means when you're coming onto sand, it's time to engage four-wheel drive high. So all you need to do to engage four-wheel drive high is press the four-wheel drive center lock button on the dash while you're either parked or in motion. It will engage. That means we now have a 50-50 split over front and rear power. So they're technically giving us four-wheel drive high range. That's what you generally need on the beach. If you find yourself in boggy conditions or if you actually found yourself bogged down, it's important to put yourself into low range to get yourself that extra torque to get going. To engage low range in a Bus 4x4 vehicle, once you're in four-wheel drive high, you put your vehicle into neutral, engage low range, the button will illuminate on the dash, and now you're in four-wheel drive low range and you're good to go from there. What a great day on the beach. As you'll see from some of the footage, some of the great places you can take a Bus 4x4 vehicle. Whether it's here in southeast Queensland, across Australia or across the globe, a Bus 4x4 vehicle is going to give you more go wherever you want to go. A couple of key things with driving on sand. Momentum is your friend. Always remember you've got to keep rolling, especially when you start getting into soft sand. But the important thing is to remember when you're in soft sand, as soon as you start to bog down, stop, and then it's time for recovery. So important, like we said earlier, to make sure you take your recovery tracks, straps, and if you can, bring a friend with you to enjoy the fun. Now that you've finished and you're off the beach, make sure you take your vehicle out of four-wheel drive so you can drive back on the bitumen. Make sure you re-inflate your tyres to a highway pressure, and to get the best out of your vehicle, make sure you give it a thorough wash and give it a good reward for its hard effort that it had during the day. Have a good one, guys.